Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on a very important planetary shift which hold the potential to change the fortune, change the destiny, or I would say change the environment where you are right now completely. So I'm talking about friends the transition in the nakshatra level movement of the planet Rahu, which will happen as per the mean node calculation will happen on August 1st. So that means Rahu Ketu's this axis transit, which is going to be coming to an end on December 5th 2026. So that means Rahu will leave the boundaries of the Aquarius being in the this Dhanishta nakshatra, because we know that Dhanishta is like equally placed in these two zodiac sign. So even after like December 5th, when Rahu will leave the boundaries of the Aquarius sign, it is still going to be in the Dhanishta nakshatra, but it is then going to be transitioned into the Capricorn zodiac sign. So for that we will have a separate discussion. In this video friends, we will be primarily focusing only on the Rahu's shift in the Dhanishta nakshatra from August 1st till December 5th in the boundaries of the Aquarius, because when Rahu and Ketu are like always in a retrograde motion, right? Generally planets behave in a way that in the Capricorn energy they will make you first work hard, prove your mettle, and then once you will reach the boundaries of the Aquarius, the fruits will come. But when it comes down to Rahu, somehow it wants the fruit first. It wants to visualize things first. It wants that promise first, then it will start doing the work. The beauty of the Dhanishta nakshatra is that when it comes down to the manifestation, when it comes down to the attainment, wealth potential, fame potential, like I would rather say riches potential, that resides with the Dhanishta nakshatra. And the best part about the Dhanishta is that these people have got perfect timing. I have heard many times astrologer giving attention to the timing and correlating, connecting it only with the music or with the entertainment industry. But trust me friends, in all sphere of the life, in all areas of the life, we want that perfect timing to be at the right place, in a right crowd, being discovered by the right set of people, and Dhanishta hold this capacity to grant you that. And friends, that goes without any saying. The beauty of the nodal axis, the beauty of Rahu is that it can create entirely new future for you. For something for which you do not have any idea right now, Rahu can create that. So I mean to say, in general alignment, like for example with when Rahu was in the Sadbisha, it can give you the dreams, but those dreams might be illusion as well. Whether you talk about like this could be Satbisha, this could be Revati, so there's like a lot of the wish which can be attached over there, but the wish fulfillment potential somehow is attached with the Dhanishta nakshatra. So now Rahu is in the perfect alignment. How it is going to be influencing you? So friends, for this, a lot of the factors come into picture, right? I mean to say how strong or important Rahu is for you. Like for example, if you are born on the 4th of any month, 13th of any month, 22nd of any month, so in numerology 4 is connected with Rahu. Rahu is important planet for you. If you are born in any of the nakshatra ruled by Rahu, Adra, Swati, Sadbisha, Rahu is important planet for you. Or for example, Rahu is placed in the ascendant, or Rahu is conjunct with the moon, or Rahu is conjunct with your ascendant lord, you are in the Rahu Dasha, you are running the Dasha of a planet which is conjunct with Rahu, you are in a field which is being represented by Rahu, AI, scientific field, covert activities, entertainment world, or you are close to the 42nd year of the age when Rahu mature, you are currently going through Rahu and Ketu return. So all these are some of the factors which will somehow put Rahu in the driving seat of your life. So now friends, when we talk about, like before we will get into the customized discussion, now comes the question that how it is going to be influencing the whole world. So friends, I can assure you there is going to be the surge there is going to be the tsunami of the influencers which will happen in this period of time. So we will come across many overnight sensation, suddenly people going viral. There's going to be high possibility of that. You will find it very difficult, like whatever content will come to you, because AI will grow like leaps and bounds in this period of time. And especially friends, like when we talk about the AI has got such a diverse application, but most of us, we generally use, like I'm talking about the general people, general masses, we generally use it for like, you know, creating those clips, those videos and all. So you will find it very difficult to distinguish between what is real or what is generated by AI, specifically in the entertainment world. When we talk about the finance, economy and all, so yes friends, there is going to be the rise in the digital currency, unconventional wealth building technologies will come to the forefront. When we talk about people in the power, friends, so the thing is with Dhanishta, there is that slight kind of Martian energy which comes into the picture. So with Rahu in the Dhanishta, you know, the political leaders could act like there is a character in the Mahabharata called as the Bhishma. They will be very stubborn to do things their way. There have been that speculation that many geopolitical experts, even the astrological calculation also indicate towards China making a move towards Taiwan in 2027. So based on my analysis of their ascendant, which is like Capricorn, so yeah, so this could be some sort of like, you will get a sniff of it, you will get a small hint that they will start, like, you know, demonstrating or making those moves towards this major reunion as they call, but there is going to be a possibility of that. So yes friends, if I were to say, it has got more of the constructive positive outcome attached to it. Now it all comes down to individual, in which capacity Rahu is influencing or controlling your life right now. Because what I have seen in my research, that the planet who is like active in the dasha, which is somehow like, you know, pulling the strings, exerting its influence in your life, over your mind, over your thought process, if that is a slow moving planet, its transit movement also impact your life very strongly. So for example, if you are right now in the Saturn dasha, your moon sign, your moon nakshatra is strongly ruled by Saturn. So when Saturn will make a shift in the transit, it influences these people more. So I mean to say, how important and strengthened Rahu is in your life, based on that you can calculate. But this is going to be a transit where Rahu will fulfill wishes of many people. It will actually make many people millionaire or famous for sure. Now friends, the rest of the discussion, let's try to briefly look at based on the Navtara first, and then we will try to look at it from the zodiac sign perspective as well. I always say, when it comes down to the karmic planets, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, observing it more from the moon becomes important. See, ascendant is about your life, the tangible aspect of your life, but what comes as a fated event, what comes as a destiny's promise, over there giving attention from the moon becomes very important. So when we talk about the Navtara concept, friends, so friends, for those people who have their birth moon in the Mrigashira nakshatra, Chitra nakshatra or the Dhanishta nakshatra, that means Rahu is going to be transiting in your Janam Tara, right? So that in itself tells about like there's going to be high intensity focus on the self transformation and like surge of the physical energy. Now friends, when we talk about those who have like their birth moon nakshatra of Rahu, like you're born with your moon in the Adra nakshatra, Swati nakshatra, Sadbisha nakshatra, so that means Rahu is going to be transiting in the Sampat Tara for you, wealth giving Tara. That means unexpected financial opportunities and material expansion. Now friends, if your birth moon nakshatra is of the planet Jupiter, like Purva Bhadrapada, Vishakha, or this could be Punarvasu, so then that means Rahu is going to be transiting in the Vipat Tara, right? So that means potential for misjudgment or too much expansion which could lead to stress. Now friends, those who have their moon being in the Saturn ruled nakshatra, which is like Pushya, Anuradha, Uttar Bhadrapada. So that means Saturn is Rahu is going to be transiting in the Shema Tara for you, which somehow governs the well-being. So that tells about that it will solidify your gains, and there will be protection through discipline and patience. Now friends, when we talk about your birth moon nakshatra of being of Mercury, right? That means Ashlesha, Jyeshtha, Revati. That means Rahu is going to be transiting in the Pratyari Tara, which represents opposition. So that tells about that there might be communication hurdles, and you have to watch for the hidden enemies and the logical errors. Now friends, if your birth moon nakshatra is of the Ketu, like Ashwini, Magha, Mula, that means Rahu is going to be transiting in the Sadhak Tara, which has to do with the success, right? So this tells about there is going to be deep spiritual insight and completion of the long-term goals. High possibility of that. Friends, if your birth moon nakshatra is of the Venus, like Bharni, Purva Falguni, Purva Shadha, that means Rahu is going to be transiting in the Vadh Tara, which represents obstruction. So that means there might be karmic challenges in the relationship or because of the overindulgence. Now friends, if your birth moon nakshatra is of the Sun, like that means Kritika, Uttar Falguni, Uttar Shadha, that means Rahu is going to be transiting in the Mitra Tara, friendly Tara. So that means you will get the support from the authority figures and a boost in your public status. And lastly friends, if your birth moon nakshatra is of the moon in itself, right? Your moon is placed in the Rohini nakshatra, Hasta nakshatra, or the Shravan nakshatra. So Rahu is transiting in the Ati Mitra Tara for you, which tells about there is going to be deep emotional satisfaction and help from close, like close people, or there might be some soul level connection which will happen. Now friends, talking about its impact from all the zodiac signs. So, and before we will get into that friends, remedies, discussing remedies also become very important. So friends, my recommendation in this alignment is that, like, if you feel that solace when you listen to the mantras, chant, any of the musical instrument, so those bhajan singing and all, so listening to them, like even singing the bhajans and all, could be one of the good remedy for this kind of placement. Along with that, worshipping Lord Shiva, like Lord Shiva who is being portrayed with a damru in his hand. So worship of Lord Shiva during this period of time could be very beneficial for you. And if I would say that whatever your aspiration is, like for example, if you want the guidance, so the Shiv Marg Bandhu Stotram, general protection, well-being, Shiv Raksha Stotram, Shivashtakam, Shiv Tandav Stotram, getting a Shiv Rudrabhishek done will definitely protect you, will connect you with your life purpose. So yes friends, these are some of the top of the mind remedies which I can recommend. Now talking about its impact based on all the zodiac sign, you can listen to it from your moon sign, from your ascendant. When we talk about the Aries, so friends, in your case, Rahu is like in your 11th house, and within this Dhanishta boundaries, it will transition from your 11th house to 10th house. So that means, yes, you will get a visualization of your goals. Like this is beyond any doubt, friends, going to be a very profitable time, and many things can be manifested in this period of time. That's all what I can say. Awards, recognition, success is on the cards. And right now, I'm just covering the period from August 1st till December 5th, when Rahu within the Dhanishta will enter in the Capricorn boundaries. We will have a separate discussion on that. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus native, so friends, in your case, Rahu is going to be transitioning in your 10th house in the nakshatra of the planet Mars, Dhanishta, right? So that means if you are an entertainer connected with politics, military, warfare, land, real estate, many things can be manifested in this period of time. Especially when we talk about getting your hands on some important like job promotion, job postings, or connecting with important people. Regarding that, your timing is going to be very blessed in this phase. For the Gemini friends, it is going to be influencing the matters of your 9th house. Learning will come to your aid, and right set of people will guide you. Anything connected with foreign land, travels, immigration, enrollment to any like for any course, admission to any prestigious university, any scholarship, grant, in all these areas, stars will support you. Luck will actually play a very significant role in delivering you things which you are striving for right now. Friends, when we talk about the Cancer, so friends, for the Cancer natives, Rahu hold this capacity from the 8th house to extract something very valuable. And generally friends, no matter whether you like 8th house or not, when we talk about major success, sudden speculative win, lottery win, 8th house somehow plays a very significant role over there. It's not only the 5th house, 8th house is always involved. In whichsoever capacity big sum of money is earned, big major success is earned in a short span of time, Rahu or the 8th house somehow is going to be involved over there. And again, we are not talking about Rahu in the Sadbisha. Now we are talking about Rahu in the Dhanishta, Dhan, right? So some sort of major breakthrough which will or which could make you famous, which could make you wealthy, is going to be possible. Friends, when we talk about the Leo natives, so friends, in your case it is going to be happening in your 7th house. So see, somehow Leo natives in this axis has been into a lot of the confrontation, confusion, being targeted, but now is your time to like handle any competition and get your hands in all those kind of desired objects of success, those kind of partnership, collaboration, big projects, big commercial gains. All that is going to be possible in this period of time. Friends, when we talk about the Virgo natives, so friends, for the Virgo natives, like there is a term we call as the Shatru Hanta, destroyer of the enemies. That is the kind of yoga which is getting formed for you. Consider yourself very lucky if in these months you have to write any important competitive exam. In any competitive situation, stars will support you. Friends, when we talk about the Libra, so friends, for the Libra natives, it is going to be happening in the 5th house, sudden speculative gains, manifestation of your desires, success in the matters of education, or this could be the case, children only will become a reason for happiness. They will bring some awards, some trophies in the family, and some sort of sudden speculative gains if you are connected with the fields of technology. So like growth, where we say leap and bound growth. And also, if you are in any of the career transition phase as well, you are awaiting for any scholarship, any funding, stars will support you. For the Scorpio, so friends, Rahu is going to be transiting in your ascendant Lord's Nakshatra in the 4th house. So this is going to be the time of attainment and security, stability, long-term investment. Whatever Rahu and Ketu were meant to do, all those major changes which were fated in your life, influencing your home life and your career, now this is going to be the peak of it, and especially in terms of the rewards and the fruits. For the Dhanu natives, Sagittarius natives, so friends, it is going to be happening in your 3rd and the 9th axis, one of the very good kind of placement, right? When we say Rahu will transition over here in the nakshatra of your 5th lord, that means many things can be initiated, implemented, executed. You see chance of going viral, becoming a sensation, especially if you are a skilled professional. All that possibility is going to be at its peak in this phase, in this period of time. Now friends, when we talk about the Capricorn natives, so friends, in your case it is going to be happening in your 2nd house. So I would say that yes, like a chance, possibility for get your hands on like big project, big money, major shift. And see, again, when Rahu is in the Dhanishta, friends, like I do not know in which capacity you are utilizing so far Rahu's presence in your 2nd house. That goes without any saying. Aquarius Rahu, Saturn, they both are, one is your ascendant lord and another is a good planet of yours, right? It is meant to deliver result. So I mean to say, now this is going to be the time, whatever you have sown, what kind of dashas are operating in your life right now, but this is the time of attainment, manifestation, glory, fame, big sum of money, big projects, all of that is possible. And lastly friends, second last, for the Aquarians, so friends, in your case it is going to be happening in your 1st house. So yes, whenever Rahu Ketu transit to the 1st and the 7th axis, our life changes, many fated events happen, our personality, our life transforms. And this is going to be the time when, before, like when Rahu was in the Sadbisha, there were illusion. When Rahu was in the Purvhadrapada, life was going through major transformation. But now is going to be the time of attainment, wealth, recognition, becoming like, viral overnight. So big major like financial like opportunities, all of that is possible, especially if you're connected with the land, politics, music, entertainment. This is the best time for you. And friends, when we talk about the Pisces natives, so friends, in your case, it is going to be happening in your 12th house. The way I always say, if you are an artist, skilled professional, being in a foreign land, aspiring for something which is connected with fame, entertainment, music, wealth, anything which is very unconventional, out of the box, stars will support you. Major financial gains is possible, and people who become overnight sensation, go viral, all that possibility is going to be there. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.